boy with the camera. I'm taping you taping.
To start off things, welcome to Bringing the Havoc. This is our third pre-show, and it's your host, Al Franken, joined with none other than my good brother, Joe. Say hey, Joe.
How's it going, folks? And I can't read right now. Hold on, let me get my glasses.
He's getting his glasses for a second. Anyways, this is Bringing the Havoc, our third pre-show, as I've just said, and we're going to talk a little bit about some things with about backyard brutality, and we're going to show some clips of some stuff tonight, and it's just going to be a great time. Would you like to take over there, Joe?
Well, first, what we need to talk about. Hard Havoc. Hard Havoc has started up third show. Is that correct there, Al?
Mm-hmm.
Third show. From there, what rivalries do we have?
The rivalries that have developed, do you mean from a tournament or just third season, Joe?
Just third season.
Okay, the rivalries that are going into the pay-per-view, we have Eagleheart versus the new Samoan powerhouse, Usaki. We'll talk about that a little later on. Then we have Poison Ivy and Shadow Man. Their rivalry got started with the whole Havoc tournament, as you saw, where Poison Ivy cheated Shadow Man out of the victory with John Jenkins.
So it really progressed at the Hard Havoc tournament, actually.
Yeah. Other big ones, the next two big ones have nothing to do with the tournament, but Myth versus Hacks. This is going to be a big title match at Hard Havoc. You got to see this one. I mean, these two guys have been on fire. These two young athletes really want to rip each other apart for the title, Joe.
That is true.
But all right, and then our last one will be none other than the returning MDG and Showtime and Mr. Sexy in a three-way. And might I add, in Hard Havoc, all the matches, all of them, no DQ, no countout. Only the Havoc matches you can pin on the outside, but the rest of the matches, no DQ, no countout. It's going to be special, real special.
That it will be. Well, anyway, we have a clip of Eagleheart and Usaki coming up.
Yeah, it actually started with Eagleheart blasting the two Samoans, and then he fought Yami and defeated him, and Yami said he was going to get his bodyguard Usaki to get his revenge. So let's watch that real quick. We'll be right back.
This guy is a powerhouse right here.
Holy crap!
I don't think he's lost a match yet.
Engines is back.
Hey,
Yami and Usaki are a disgrace to all native tribes around the world.
oh yeah? Yes, I agree.
Wow.
Oh, Eagle attack.
It's over. It's over.
There you go. There you go.
It's over. 1, 2, 3.
Ah, you lost.
I'm queeving.
That was a pretty good match.
It was. It was.
It had a lot of good flow to it. Had good rhythm.
Yeah.
I feel like those two had really good chemistry. Ouch. Hitting him with a stick.
Beat that hoe with a stick.
Got the lion on him. He's like eating him with a lion.
Yeah.
What a
Eating his
lion
face.
heart.
He's nothing without his bodyguard,
What the? Whoa! What in the crap? Look at that. He's gonna beat up the rest.
weak, Eagleheart.
Look at that. Okay, we're getting out of here. We're getting out of here.
Whoa, that was something else, Joe. Whoa.
Yep.
Okay, let me get this on. That was something else. What'd you think of that? I mean, that was
Nothing more amazing than that.
yes, that was just a very, very good match. But anyways, Yami promised that he'd get vengeance on Eagleheart for defeating him on the 6th show. Here comes the 8th show. Eagleheart's having a match with none other than Kako. After his victory, well, he got a sudden surprise. Let's take a look at that.
Eagleheart wins. That is right. Eagleheart is your winner in this match. And as Robert raised his hand, Eagleheart is still assaulting Kako.
It's Usaki.
Wait a minute, what is this?
It's Usaki. He's probably
taking
it for beating
up Yami.
Bomb strikes and
Oh my
Building
God, that's a
buster.
full body blow.
And he pushes
And
the
he
ref
shoved
down
the
like a
referee
sack of
down.
taters.
out here.
Oh, there goes the stick.
it attacking? He came out and
He
attacked
just beat
Yami
Eagle
last
Heart with
week,
his
didn't he?
own cane. He's setting him up. Oh, and that devastating move.
That was for Master Yami, so he did
I
something
guess it was
to Yami.
revenge.
That was some good stuff. Well, anyway, yeah, Eagle and Yusaki. Quite a bunch of
That is going to be a great match. Do not miss it. The two tribal guys. Oh my gosh.
So not to be rude or anything, are you going to offer me some food? Seeing how you're eating right here, why don't you give me a corn dog? Well, anyway. Shadow-Man and Poison Ivy. I know it's unprofessional, Al, but, you know, I don't have to laugh. But anyway, Shadow-Man and Poison Ivy. First off, it's Poison Ivy that is having this beef with M. Diamond when he was still here. And then somehow it just turned off onto Shadow Man. I don't know what Poison Ivy has against Shadow Man or not.
I have no idea, but as you saw, Shadow Man defeated him at the Hard Havoc tournament, and then turns around, Poison Ivy gets his vengeance on freaking Shadow Man, I guess for defeating him by making him lose to the returning John Jenkins. Matter of fact, but we'll get into John later on. That was very, very hilarious. Anyways, let's show the clip of the other week ago when Shadow Man was fighting John Jenkins on Poison Ivy interfered. We'll be right back.
Holy! Oh,
What? Poison Ivy came out and he knocked the referee. Now he hit Shadow Man.
what the?
He's still hitting Shadow Man.
What?
Oh, he knocked out John Jenkins. Why do you lay out? What? He's still tearing the crap out of all the people. What's he about to do to Shadow Man?
Well, I guess what it was I reckon it wasn't even my match. My mistake. It was Poison Ivy's match.
I don't know who's mistaken here, really.
It was actually Poison Ivy's match. I'm sorry. Guess I ought to get out of here now.
Well, he's now waking up the ref. And why did Poison Ivy do that? And who are all these people coming? Make sure you take care of that, Donnie. Is John Jenkins gonna win this?
Cornbread and chicken! Listen,
He's going for the
you
cornbread and
underground
chicken.
people. Nobody messes with the old US of A. Ah! Oh. 1, 2, 3.
Well, as you can see there, Poison Ivy comes out there and what are you doing there?
Got a
brother?
bug problem. He's still alive.
I don't get it. We're gonna have to get a new studio for this crap. Last time it was with the Roach. Anyways, as you saw, Poison Ivy came out there hitting Shadow Man with the sign, and then John catching him with the cornbread and chicken and pulling off the victory of Shadow Man. That was just unbelievable. And anyways, off track. Let's see. What do we have here next, Joe? Do we have to talk about? Oh, we're about to get into Myth, but before there was something I forgot, and it was. We've had a lot of new characters come here in the TWA. I mean, new rookies and we've had new people on first season like Mark Cavallera and Punk Rock Show came and Cash. Second season, Wangy, Magical Jester, and just a few other people. But this season has had its very share of unusual and very unbelievable talents in the TWA. So we're going to show a quick clip of all the new characters that have debuted here third season, and we'll be right back.
A new 15-minute famer, the Humane Spider.
The Humane Spider? Donnie?
I don't know.
You gotta be kidding me.
Where do they find these guys?
I don't know. They must just line up outside the door and they just give anybody a chance.
Alright, and coming out first is the Samoan duo, Yami and Yusaki.
Crocodile Bundy.
New wrestler, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
Bundy. Which I'm assuming is short for crocodile. Still from Australia.
Hello, mate. It's old Croc Bundy here. Gonna fight me blocker tonight in this Havoc tournament match, eh?
I hear he got transferred from Africa or some sort like that. Well, anyway, whatever he is, his name is Emal.
You talents are good for the TWA.
Yes,
that they are.
Crocodile Bundy, kind of little disgusting myself
Pretty
personally.
leggy.
Yeah, a lot of leg. The Human
leg.
Spider, I love him. Very colorful character. I see big things happening for him.
Mainly red and blue.
Yeah, who else was on there? That Amal guy. What a savage beast. I've never seen any animal act that
I
savage.
never seen anyone get turned on by pain like that.
I guess he must be a sadomasochist.
Who knows?
Anyways, we're going to talk about Myth, and since he's came back to the TWA, it's been nothing but just simply amazing. I mean, he surprised everybody at Backyard, pulling the mask off his blocker after defeating Showtime's long run.
Surprise it was. I bet even the producers didn't even expect that.
Probably not. Probably only people that knew about it, obviously, was probably Myth and his personal wrestling manager, I suppose. But that was something else. And then he was just on the shine. I mean, he challenged Blanco to give the match to Blanco because he didn't feel completely fair about doing all that stuff, Blanco taking his clothes and whatnot. So then he does that. Showtime comes out, very angry, of course. And even though he gave the match to Blanco, the commissioner turned it around because he was mad about the whole Myth thing and gave it to Showtime. And actually,
I'm
seem to be having a lot of bug problems here, dadgummit.
Almost bit your head off.
After this, remind me, please, Joe. We got to call Orkin and get something done about this. Anyways, next we're going to show a little brief clip of the first show, third season, main event, TWA All-Star Championship, Myth versus Showtime. We're going to show like a little clip of that and the end part and how Myth defeated Showtime for the belt. And we'll be right back after this clip. Enjoy, please.
It'd be classic Showtime. Oh God!
Right there.
Maybe
Oh,
Showtime
my
should do
God.
one, maybe
Roll the dice
Showtime
and
should do
do
one
it.
of Myth's moves in order to win this.
You don't know.
Myth fighting back,
Fighting
punching
out,
him
fighting
into the
out.
chest.
Oh my God! Oh, hey, let's come off the top. Oh,
Holy
it should be
crap.
at 2, 3. Oh,
Just
shit!
beat him. He
Oh my
retained his
God!
title.
I can't
Holy
believe it.
crap.
Hello, we're back. Now, anyway, Myth, you know, he's like the biggest, all-star, whatever. Just him being gone was the biggest mystery of all. Seriously. But he ends up popping back, posing as Blanco. He had a little beef with Showtime, but I guess that
he
got
finished that
settled.
when he defeated him, and that actually spiraled off of the Showtime rivaling with the late great M Diamond, actually. And,
Yeah.
Then Myth went his separate way, and then he started rivaling with Hacks. But anyways, next up now we have is the tribute video to Myth, including Hacks in it with their rivalry leading up to Hard Havoc. Please enjoy this.
You know what I think about Myth? You know what I think? I think he's nothing. You want a title match? Daddy's little girl? You got it.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to the pre-show, and that was a good video. Anyway, this whole MDG thing, which is pretty odd, by the way.
Very odd.
M. Diamond leaves. He's busted for drug possession or something of the sort. Something that's illegal, by the way.
I think he was taking illegal steroids. Didn't really look like he used any, but you know.
Anyway, from some loophole, I didn't even know this even existed. He changed his name from, that's what I can gather. He changes his name.
His whole alias in his music.
His whole alias in his music. And he probably, I don't know, did something with Commissioner. Who knows, really? I seriously don't know.
Anyways, he comes back as MDG. As everyone saw, it was the 8th show. And it's funny, 7th show, everybody felt really bad. I felt horrible. I gave him the interview, Joe, and I wanted to cry on the set because, you know, I couldn't believe all this. And then he comes back as MDG. I can't believe he actually pulled the blanket over everybody's eyes. What an evil, sadistic person, just like the Commissioner. He should adopt MDG. You know what?
Yeah, as his new son, seriously.
Yeah. But anyways, while he was still M. Diamond, he went through a lot of stuff. That match he had with the Hunter was just incredible, where the Hunter really gave him what for, you could say.
Yes.
And a little involved in that. And well, there was one match that stood out in my mind that was just hilarious. It involved M. Diamond, but also this involves Showtime's rivalry with M. Diamond before he had gotten.
Well, MDG has nothing to do with what Mr. Sexy and Showtime have.
Yeah, it was M. Diamond, but he comes back as MDG to have this whole three-way. Because at first it was supposed to be Showtime versus M. Diamond. He screwed up the whole thing by doing the drugs or whatever, and then he comes back. And anyways, let's show this clip. And what it is, it's Magical Jester versus M. Diamond. It was a hard Havoc tournament match. Showtime also interferes in this match. Please
It's really a
enjoy
big
this.
pillow fight, actually.
Oh, this is a hard Havoc tournament match.
What? He ran over him with a purple bike. Where's he going? Oh, he's
So
got
this
a
is
water
a hard Havoc
squirter.
tournament match.
3, it's over.
3, it's over.
Oh, wow.
Magical Jester lost.
Magical Jester was just
Well,
out
well,
cold.
it's all
Passed
that
out.
anyway.
He didn't tap.
M. Diamond wins.
Ah, that's bad.
Oh, Showtime's coming out. Oh, and he hits him with a chair. Oh, he hits the referee.
Oh my God.
Ouch.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Wow.
Excuse me there, Joe. The food's...
Should have waited when we had that break. I mean, seriously. Well,
He's
anyway,
always been giving me beef since we were kids. Anyways, that was a hilarious clip. Oh my gosh.
hilarious.
Had to been the most funniest match ever. Magical Jester pulling out everything out of the toy chest he possibly could. He runs into him with a pink bike. Then he shoots him with a little
Water
some water
squirter.
thing. And before that, he hit him with a
Plastic duck.
yeah,
Some sort of
plastic.
inflatable
That was
duck.
hilarious. Funniest thing. Showtime comes out, wails M. Diamond with a steel chair. Does that cool Whisper in the Wind corkscrew moonsault to him. Smashes on top of him. It was just incredible. But anyways, if you've watched the rest of the season, you see that it was going to turn out to be after M. Diamond had supposedly been fired or whatever. It was supposed to be Showtime and Mr. Sexy after that at Hard Havoc. But then he comes back as MDG 8th show, and he's with the Commissioner now, whoopity-doo-dah. And so therefore, now the match is a three-way. And we're about to show the tribute video clip to MDG, Showtime, Mr. Sexy. This is a good one, folks. We'll be right back. Joe and Al Frank.
Your match is going to be a triple threat. Mr. Sexy and Showtime versus MDG. And the person that loses will also lose their job in the TWA.
Cast out by the devil, I got fire in my bones. I'm burdened with the black heart and cursed around.
ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. Your host, Al Franken, and my brother, Joe Franken. That video just speaks for itself. It was great. These three guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be hell on earth. Their match is going to be phenomenal. I can just smell it. It is three of the legendary fathers here we're talking about. MDG, Showtime, and Mr. Sexy. This match, I'm sure, will be nothing short of amazing and painful, Joe. Very painful.
Very painful indeed. These people just put their bodies on the line. Just
Anyways,
it's really hard.
yeah. As far as the Hard Habit goes, the last three matches, which I guess you could say could be a triple main event because it's so big, will be the three-way legendary fathers fight, Showtime, MDG, and Mr. Sexy. Then the next one will be the second semifinal main event, and then that will include what was that again? Oh, what's it crap? Myth and Hacks for the title. That right there is going to be an unbelievable match because these two, like I said, have nothing but passion for each other, and they really want to just heat it up and tear each other apart at Hard Havoc. And I have a feeling they're really going to bring the havoc.
On your way, did you mention the two semifinal matches for Hard Havoc?
You know, actually, I had forgotten about that, darn it. We haven't even showed our chart. We're going to go to a quick break. Me and Joe are going to take a break. When we come back, we'll show you the chart, talk about the rest of the tournament, what's going on, what the main event at Hard Havoc is going to be, the semifinals, and then we got a special video for y'all to end off our third pre-show. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bringing the Havoc third pre-show, and we're back from our short break, and here we have our TWA Hard Havoc tournament chart, and it's completely filled out. They did really well on the designs for the Hard Havoc thing.
You don't really have to sit up for this point.
All right.
Well, you heard that.
Anyways, I'm going to go down the list and name off all the people that was in the Havoc tournament for third season. You probably, I don't know if you can see this or not. I'm not going to go in any specific order because these are mix and match, but I'm just going to go left to right. All right, we started out with Hunter and Joey. Hunter defeated Joey, and he progressed up. Next up was Hardcore Kid and Sandman. Hardcore Kid defeated Sandman for the win as he progressed up. Next was the M Diamond Magical Jester match, which you saw earlier tonight.
Which, of course, M. Diamond would win that.
Yes, it's Magical Jester. He progressed up. Cash Wangy, very good match. Wangy, just too much for Cash. He moves up in the tournament. Next up was Skull and Kako, of course. Kako has not won a match yet, and Skull is just a really good wrestler from what I've seen. Blanco and Crop Money. This new guy did semi-well against Blanco, but still not enough to take down the mechanical leg. Blanco moved up. The return of John, which was just spectacular. It was one of my favorite returns, besides the whole myth thing. Mark Cavallera fought John. John progressed up that nicely done quarter-running chicken off of the ringside area. And then John progressed up. Shadow Man, Poison Ivy. Shadow Man defeats Poison Ivy and moves up. Alright, and then we up here, the Hunter versus Hardcore Kid. Hunter defeated Hardcore Kid and progressed up. M Diamond, well actually M Diamond never fought Wangy. The whole thing about the drug took M Diamond out of the tournament. So Wangy progressed up by itself. Skull Blanco. Skull just not enough for Blanco. Blanco moves up. John defeated Shadow Man with the aid of Poison Ivy, which started their rivalry, and which is why they're wrestling at Hard Havoc. So John moves up. At the pay-per-view are two semifinal matches.
Which will be the first two.
The first two matches will start off. Will be Hunter versus Wangy. Afterwards, Blanco versus John. And whoever wins between these two, the two will be left to move up to this. And then these two will be our main event after Myth versus Hacks. And then the winner of that will be the winner of the TWA Hard Havoc tournament.
So who's your money on for the first two semifinals?
Gee, I have no idea. I'm pretty sure that Blanco will probably pull the win off of John. This will probably be their third encounter. However, John has surprised us in the past. I mean, he has defeated Shadow Man, so you never know, folks. It's no DQ, hardcore rules apply. Sometimes people get lucky, whether Blanco be stronger than John or not. As far as Hunter and Wangy, they've wrestled once. Hunter defeated Wangy, but who knows? Wangy might pull it off on the Hunter. He might not. So I really have no idea who's going to the main event, though. But whoever is, it is going to be spectacular. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and close up Bringing the Havoc, our third pre-show. And
did we show our Havoc?
No, we're going to close the show with that. But would you like to add any final words for the people viewing at home? Anything about Hard Havoc, Joe?
Yes, I would. Now, folks,
this has been this has been our best season so far. Obviously, there's nothing that has been more perfect. You know, nothing so. You're sort of in my camera shot.
Sorry there, Joe.
Anyway, there's nothing. Third season.
Third season has been phenomenal, folks. I mean, just comparing it to first and second season, there's no comparison.
And this pay-per-view, by the way, will blow any other pay-per-views we had in the. Do you mind, Joe? Al? You know?
I'm sorry, Al, Joe. Anyways, what Joe is trying to say here, ladies and gentlemen, is this is going to be by far our best pay-per-view, and it might just be the best pay-per-view we have done plus do in the future. We might not even do a pay-per-view better than this one. I have a feeling that these guys are just going to tear up the house. All the matches are going to be phenomenal. You know, Myth versus Hacks, MDG, Showtime, Mr. Sexy, three-way, Eagle Heart, Usaki, Shadowman, Poison Ivy. Our semifinals and our main event is going to be just spectacular, Joe.
Well, anyway, yes, that has been everything that we wanted to show. Havoc chart, all the rivalries. The only thing left is to introduce our video for the Havoc tournament.
So I hope you enjoyed this third pre-show that me and my brother Joe have done for you here, and we're going to say good fight, good night. Anyways.
We're probably going to get sued for that.
Yeah, probably so. But anyways, please enjoy our tribute video to the Havoc tournament that has scaled us this whole third season. And we will see you at Hard Havoc.
Have fun.
This is going to be a huge tournament for the new TWA Hard Havoc tournament coming up third season. New type of match, and it's going to be a big tournament. Selected few from the TWA will be put in this tournament, and the last two remaining people at the end will fight for a trophy.